Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. I'm your host, Colors Fade. That's right, this is a game I wanted to put on the channel for a very, very long time. But I haven't had the chance, and now we have an impetus, a reason to do it. And that reason is that Avowed is going to be released on February 18th, 2025. Avowed is going to be a first-person game that takes place on this world of Aora that Pillars of Eternity takes place in. I'm very excited to play that game, and I thought what we would do is play through Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2 and get them both completed before Avowed comes out. So you know what that means. There's not a lot of months between now and February 18th. That means there will be multiple episodes dropped every single week. Should be a lot of fun. All right, let's go. New game. We're going to play on hard mode. We're not going to play an expert or trial of iron. We're especially not going to play an expert because it's been a while since I played this game. So I definitely want to have all the tools at my disposal. This is one of my all-time favorite party-based role-playing games. You guys know I love the party-based games. Baldur's Gate 3 is probably my top game. I also love Baldur's Gate 2, and I also think that Wasteland 3 is one of the best party-based role-playing games I've ever played. But this is really high on the list.
5 wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
So we are at character creation, and here is what we're going to play. I'm going to show you real quick a clip here online of a guide that I wrote and put up on Steam many years ago for a melee cipher. Now, if you're unfamiliar, the cipher is basically Pillars of Eternity's answer to the classic Dungeons & Dragons fighter mage class. And if you've watched my channel at all, you know that I love battle mages and fighter mages. I love being able to do magic and melee at the same time. The Eldritch Knight is one of my favorite classes in later versions of Dungeons & Dragons and in the Pathfinder series, so that's what we're going to play. We are also, for role-playing reasons, going to play an Amaua, and specifically, we are going to play the Island Amaua, and that is because the sequel to this game, Pillars of Eternity 2, takes place in the Deadfire Archipelago, which is where these characters are from. This Island Amaua also gain an additional weapon set. They get +2 to might, which is going to be important for us. This is actually one of the best races you can use to play a melee-oriented cipher. A lot of people play a ranged cipher, but I personally like to play a melee one. It's a little more challenging, and I love it. It's a fun class. So we're going to play the cipher. And then for our starting powers, you get 2. And this is one we're going to want to take third. This is really cool. This is the antipathy field. The antipathetic field. It's really cool. What it does is creates a line between you and something else, another enemy, and then anybody caught in the middle gets damage from it. This is one of the most fun spells I've seen, and there's another spell like this later in the game that's even more powerful. They made this class so fun, and they really made it to be a melee class, to be a second row class. Pillars of Eternity has a lot of choke points in the game, and it's really designed for you to have 2 frontline fighters and then 2 fighters behind that line that have ranged weapons. They've really made ranged weapons worthwhile in the game by the way dungeons and choke points are designed, and by the spells or the powers that a cipher gets. A cipher has a lot of powers that work by targeting an ally in front of you and then hitting whoever they're attacking, which is really cool. We're going to start out with Eye Strike. And the reason we're going to start out with Eye Strike as one of our first two choices is not just because it does blind, which is really cool. Their perception is reduced, movements reduced, reflex and deflection are reduced by 20, which makes it way easier to hit enemies. But also it dazes them, so their accuracy reduced, making it harder for them to hit us, and their attack speed is reduced by 15. So this is a really useful first power to come up with. And then Whispers of Treason, which is also really nice. This is basically a charm for 10 seconds, and the seconds become longer when we have more intelligence, which is going to be a stat that we will put points into right now. So you want to poke your intellect up to 16. You can see you get a plus 30% area of effect with spells, but you get a plus 30% duration as well, which is really nice. So the Whispers of Treason is going to last a lot longer than that 10 seconds. It's going to last like 13, 14 seconds. And it'll keep getting longer as we keep buffing and getting more, start wearing more equipment that boosts our intelligence. You really want to boost intelligence and dexterity as a cipher, but you also need might, and here's the reason. You have to be able to hit things and do damage, because that builds focus. You have to build focus before you can spend it. All your powers, all your spells use focus, which means we can't quite get dexterity. Oh, we can, actually. Let's see. Oh, this is because we took... we got Island Amaua. Okay. Let's see. We got a Cipher. We got these two things. Dexterity. Oh, let's see. And with Deadfire Archipelago gives us a +1 dexterity. That's why. So we can get all these to 16. Now, very briefly, we'll talk about stat dumping. A lot of people will dump stats. They'll like take their resolve all the way down, or their perception or something. Resolve becomes a dump stat, and for some people, they'll dump their constitution down as well. I don't do stat dumping because as a melee cipher, I need to be able to survive things. Resolve you need for your deflection and your concentration. Perception you need for accuracy to be able to hit things, and constitution you're going to need hit points as a melee oriented cipher because you're going to be running around the battlefield. So we don't stat dump any of these. Deadfire Archipelago, we're going to take Labor, which will give us +1 in athletic and mechanics. Mechanics basically being trap finding, opening locks, things of that nature. And then what we're going to do is, I like this picture over here, this guy. And so in order to make him blue, we got to go skin this way, like that. Choose head number 3 there. Make his hair as dark as we can and give him that hairdo. I like that. And then I like blues. So we're going to choose blues. We're going to go with the stoic male voice. Let's go. And we're going to give him a name, and then we'll be done. The artwork in this game is really nice. I love it. I love the look of this game. The Caravan Master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and sagging jaws quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you are planning a stroll through those ruins up there. Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who would be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the Caravan Master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Where do I find these berries?
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
What are those ruins?
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
Your character's attributes, skills, class, race, culture, and sex may all open up options for you in dialogue. Nice. Okay, who did build the ruins?
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
All right, what are these huge rocks coming up out of the ground?
They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that. Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
He scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who has spent the journey night sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha! He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Bîaŵac, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
All right. Let's find our friend here that we're supposed to get supplies from. And to spend a second refamiliarizing myself with the controls here.
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
Most people you encounter in the world are neutral or friendly. You can interact with them by clicking on their selection circle. Yep. Okay. What do you got for me, buddy? Theoden. You see a man wearing simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by a ragged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
He scratches one cheek with his knuckles. It's covered with uneven stubble, as if he hasn't quite gotten used to shaving on the road.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Let's see what you got. He's got a great sword. How much money do we have? We have 100 gold. Okay, well, I would like that great sword. That'd be nice. Lockpicks, potions of minor regeneration. No camping supplies. Okay, padded armor, leather armor. Kind of want that great sword. Let's do that. And then see what he has. See what else he has. We have this. What is this? Light armor. So we have extra. So with this, we're going to have primary does 17 to 24 damage. And I love it. Tells you that it does slashing and piercing damage. Our accuracy is 25. With this, we're not as accurate. We don't do as much damage, but our defense jumps up to 32. There are different kinds of defense. Fortitude. We've got a strange illness. So we're going to roll with that. I want to see if he has anything that I can buy. Or, oh, these are all very expensive. Okay. Yep. All right, then. Let's go see what we can do. And then this is party AI is active. Okay. Options, escape, character. It's been a while since I played this, so. What is this? This is scouting. All right. Somewhere down here, there's a guy here. Sparful.
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Sparful. Okay. I think the things that we want to find are over in this direction. The plant that we need to find. There's this plant. It's Admeth's wort. Path winds through a narrow canyon back the way you came. Grooves in the road
We
mark
shouldn't
the
stray
passages.
too far.
All right. Oh, we got something
Let's
going
check
on
by
here.
those outcroppings.
Okay. So the game is paused. It is paused. It's a real-time with pause game. I'm not sure if they added a turn-based mode to this game, but they did add it to Pillars of Eternity 2. I'm just going to play it in the default real-time with pause. Let's see. I don't have enough. So here we go. Level 1 Cipher spells. Second wind, which we don't want to use. I want to move over here. There we go. A lot of damage happening here. I'm missing like crazy, I think is what I'm seeing there. Okay. Take all of those. I would like to have a button that allows me to very quickly select the whole party. These are the berries.
This is it.
Spring berries. Odema says that you're a working man. Oh, let's see. I could say I was a builder. I was a laborer. I was a blacksmith. Yeah? How is it you happen to come here? My master... So this is where you can start to determine some of your story. My master died in the middle of my training. There's nothing left for me there. That's a damnable run of luck. Maybe the new setting will turn things around for you. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Rhetoric's offer. Makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You're here to settle like the rest of us thought. I'm just passing through. That's usually the case with the big city just a little ways further up the same road. Where are you headed? Going to continue on to the city and see where it takes me. Closest one is Defiance Bay, the capital. A few days out. Got its nice places and its not so nice places. Same as any city, but the Duke is a good man as I hear it. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odem will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfle's getting your water anytime soon. He does what he feels like, when he feels like it. We should check up on him first, slap him around a little. Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's get you the water. Alright, find Sparfle. Sparfle was over here, but I don't think he's there anymore. Yeah, he's not by this tree, and he's not by this light where he was, so let's go this way. I'm going to adjust my group here, yeah. Oh, and then there is this fast mode thing. Yeah. I forgot, how do I turn that off? Is it this? Fast mode active. There we go. Can't go anywhere over there. Alright. I think there might be some danger down here. Oh, I need to switch people though. Can I
All right,
do this?
follow me.
There we go. She needs to be in front. She's the fighter. 1 second here. Okay. You can set a button to select everybody, and I'm going to do the same thing I did with Kingmaker because I'm so used to playing that. Is I've set it so that F1 allows me to select the whole party. There's a dead person here. The corpse is cold to the touch, and a ripe smell wafts from its putrid waves. What does this say down here? A dark, crusted bloodstain besmirches its simple linen clothing. Travelers, maybe, or looters, Callista says, or bandits. Bad sign, any way you figure it. There is leather armor, medium armor 6. There's a lockpick. Okay. Take everything. Is that better than what I'm using? She's got what? Scale armor is 7. And I have hide armor, which is 6. So yes, that'll be better for me. Damage reduction. So for slashing, it's 9. And for this other thing. I love this. I love how they do this. Here, I'm going to grab this from you, though. So this will tell you damage reduction from freeze, damage reduction from piercing, and damage reduction from corrosion. So this will have a higher damage reduction for slashing. Nice. Okay, cool. It's going to take a while for all of the mechanics to come back to me. It has been an eon since I played this game. It's been at least 2 or 3 years, if not longer. Such a great game, though. It still looks great. That's what's really cool.
Went hunting. At least you left the water skins. Come on.
Use the tab key to highlight interactive objects in the environment. Okay. You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin in the cool water while Calliska waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. You gained an item, full water skin. Out of the trees emerges Sparfle, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there is a strangeness to his gait, his stride wobbly as he moves toward you with labored breath.
Sparfle? Are you all right?
I don't think Sparfle's okay. Sparfle's toe catches on a rock and he collapses forward in a heap, the feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag.
Ambush!
Okay, let's see. You, darling, need to attack him, and I'm going to move this way. There we go. Now hit him. Okay, I've got 13 damage. 13 focus. What's it take to use Whispers of Treason? Oh, not quite there. I'm going to move over here and try to Whispers of Treason this person. There we go. Now attack. Can I get this person moved? Nope, just me. Okay. Now we need to come down here. I'm going to... I don't have enough focus to do anything.
What you need?
Yeah.
Try to flank here a little bit. Okay, that person's dead.
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
We do, but there are things to investigate over here. What's this guy got? A little bit of money, 3 coins. What's going on down here? The music is very reminiscent of Baldur's Gate 2, isn't it? Like this, you're waiting for the melody to come in from when you were first attacking the castle in Baldur's Gate 2, the keep. You're helping that lady out, the wizard. It's dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it's that right there. It's very similar. It's almost lifted straight from Baldur's Gate 2. That melody and those specific instruments. It's a beer. You have gained an item. Footprints around the campfire are indistinct and may have been here for days or longer. Anything else over here on the other side? Nope. Okay. Let's get back to camp then. Let's go see what's going on. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm going to have her attack. I'm going to move over here a little bit. There we go. Okay, I got 10 points. Let's do this. Whispers of Treason on this guy. Now attack. There we go. Whispers of Treason is great. I love that. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna have to go move over here. Get ready to attack this guy. There we go. Get him, and I'm going to blind him. That's
What
the
you
way
need?
we do it. Oh my, lots of stuff. What do we got for... She's got all this stuff? No. How expensive is this stuff? I need to carry these things. Like that. Okay, that's how we do it. Oh no, there are dead people. This is bad. Oh geez. Okay, let's quick save here because this could get ugly real fast, couldn't it? What does drinking this do again? +1 damage reduction for 300 seconds. Beer. Okay. Does this have to be a quick item then? It does. Alright, let's do this then. We'll need this damage reduction. The Glanfathan leader. All around you lie the massacred remains of the other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Melissa puts the back of her left hand to her mouth, as if to ward away some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stands above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognize as Heoden, last of your caravan left standing. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. The ruin has not been sullied by our hands, men of Glanfath. Your words carry no weight. When I have seen the truth with my own eyes, blood must be paid for this intrusion. So I say again, lay down your arms. Well, so we have a bunch of different options here. Oh my gosh, I like this. Wow. Judging from the string of animal teeth around your neck, I am guessing you are worshippers of Galawain. If Galawain told you to stop protecting the ruins, would you? The man frowns and motions as if to swing his axe. Heoden winces, but the blow never comes. Instead, the man cocks his head, intrigued. Of course, but he would not. It is by the command of all the gods that we accept this charge. How do you know? Because it's consistent with their beliefs, or because it's what you were told? The man glares. It has always been known to my people. I see. And what of Galawain's edict, that weakness and age must be purged by youth and strength? You think Galawain would want some moldy, crumbly stones to survive long after their builders have turned to dust? The man's nostrils flare as he fumes. He would not. He told us otherwise. I'm sure he did. Just not you, personally. But why should that stop you from killing innocents? Distracted, the man's grip falters on his axe handle, and he nearly fumbles it, affording Heoden the moment he needs to dodge out of his swing, which comes too late. Howling with rage, the man charges you instead. Okay, Heoden. Well, can I get you over here and get Kaliska over here? And I will move in this direction. Okay. You're going to be attacked no matter what, so.
What you need?
Attack him and I will come in there. Oh, we got people who are engaged. Hit him. I will hit this guy. Let's hope I land the blow soon. Okay, I did. Now, you see up in the upper left, I love it. It shows you their defense and basically their fortitude, reflexes, and willpower. We'd like to be able to see the willpower a little better. This guy's injured. That guy, that Glanfathan hunter right there. We are going to try to whisper of treason him. Okay, there we go. Get this guy. Okay, Heoden. Let's see if I can move over here this way. We're down to one guy. All right. Okay, Heoden, move out of the way. Come over here. What do you have? Blinding Strike and Second Wind. All right, so 1 athletics. All right. I'm going to attack. Nope, not like that. Let's see. I'm just going to attack this guy.
What you need?
She's going to attack him. And
How can I
He's
help?
going to try to run away. There he goes. They're down. The Glanfathan leader, your enemy, lies supine on the ground, unable to rise, his companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good. Good. The gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you, it feels as though it is rending you apart from within. Seated against a wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across chest and bowel, Odema's body stirs, and with a great effort he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
And here comes the storm. With a bunch of rocks that look suspiciously like the fingers of a giant hand. Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off of your feet with every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. Hyoden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers, who had been feigning death, lunges for Hyoden and topples him on the rocky ground. Restrained, Hyoden lashes out his fatigued assailants, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you. Despite the wind from your position, if you were to throw your weapon at the attacker, you would have a good chance at hitting your mark. Grab a rock and hurl it at the attacker. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Hyoden loose. Lurching to his feet, he clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Hyoden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There is a deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight.
Was that?
A Bîaŵac. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
And so there we are. That is the first part of the game. I am going to rearrange my party and a few other things, and I will catch you all on the next episode. So as I said, we have Avowed coming out February 18th. That means a lot of episodes to get through between now and February. A lot of episodes. So I'm going to be shotgunning these things as fast as I can. Definitely on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, possibly other days as well. So I will try to launch these in such a way that channel members who pay the $4.95 a month will be able to get a little earlier access than everybody else. And off we go. If you like Pillars of Eternity and you have it, fire it up. Join me. Play along. We're going to cruise through this thing for the next few months. I love this game. I will see you all next time, and until then, Happy gaming, everyone.